Hello, and welcome to a new series of videos on my channel called the Handbag Hotline. So what is the hotline? Well, when I get on the phone with my mom, my aunts, my cousins, my girlfriends, and we're talking and jabbering about all the good juicy topics and tea and just all the controversial things going on, I call that the hotline. So I'm bringing the hotline to my channel. We're still going to be talking about handbags. We're going to talk about contemporary designers, luxury designers, bags, people, YouTube, the community. I have tons of topics in my mind that I just want to get out and discuss with you. And I don't usually do these type of videos on my channel. I usually do shopping vlogs and unboxings, but I have some opinions and some thoughts on a lot of different topics, and I'm ready to share them with you. I hope you enjoy this new series. I want to know what your thoughts are on these topics, so please feel free to leave me a comment in the comment section down below or shoot me a DM through Instagram. And let's just keep the hotline going. So the first topic for the hotline is going to be, why are Hermes sales associates so rude? Yes, they are rude. And before you come for me and say, oh, my sales associate is the bomb, she is so sweet, they're amazing, I get it. I have primarily shopped Hermes in DC and New York, and I have never experienced horrible customer service. But on a recent trip to Vegas, I finally found out what some of these people in the purse forum and on Google reviews and Yelps and on YouTube are talking about when they encounter nasty, rude sales associates at Hermes. I'm gonna do this video in 3 parts. The first part, I'm gonna give you a brief story time of my experience at the Hermes boutique in Las Vegas. Then I'm going to transition into why I think Hermes sales associates are so rude. And I'm going to be talking about some controversial things in that section. And then I'm going to talk about what you should do about it. So part 1 of this story starts with a recent trip I took to Las Vegas with some of my girlfriends. We went to see Usher in concert. It was absolutely amazing. We had a blast. If you're going to Vegas, go see Usher. You'll thoroughly enjoy it. I highly recommend it. So before we left, one of the days before we left, we went to Aria to have breakfast because we were staying at the new Resort World, which was really nice, but it's on the far end going towards downtown of the strip. So we wanted to go north, or to the beginning of the strip. So we went to Aria to get breakfast. We ate at Salt and Ivy. It was really good. I recommend that place. Then we went to Crystal's. And it was early because we had just had breakfast, so they were just opening up. We went to Versace, Dior, Chanel, Hermes, and some other places. Overall, good experience, and I have some unboxings coming from that little shopping trip, so please stay tuned. But today we're going to talk about my experience at the Hermes boutique. So we went to the boutique. There was this little black, the little black thing that, you can't walk through. So it's like a little rope. And there was a lady sitting outside, and I walked up and I said, hi. And she said, hello. And she said, how can I help you? And I said, well, we're just here to look around, do some shopping, want to come in and see what you have. And she was like, well, do you have an appointment? And I was like, no, we're from out of town. We're just here, a little girl's trip, and we're doing some shopping. And she was like, okay, well, let me see if I can get someone to help you. She said, but we're really busy. And I was like, okay. I looked around. I didn't see anybody on the store, but one lady, she was trying on a blue Evelyn. And I saw about 4 or 5 sales associates kind of like, just standing around doing what sales associates do. So she comes back and she says, okay, there's somebody that can help you. She does have another appointment, but she says she can take you and help you. I said, okay, great. Wait a few minutes, 10, 12 minutes, and then she finally comes and she peeps her head around the door. She doesn't come like to the front of the door and like in the middle of the door, like the center of the door. She just puts her head through the door and she goes, what do you want? And I'm like, okay, it's gonna be one of those days. So I said, I'm just here to shop. We're here on a girls trip. We just been doing some shopping. I want to come into Hermes and see what you have. She was like, what are you looking for? And I was like, oh, okay. I said, well, I'm looking for a garden party. I've been wanting a garden party for about 2 years. I know a lot of people don't like that bag. I love it. I'm a top handle tote girl. I'm obsessed with the pinkish purple garden party Drew Couture has. She unboxed on our channel like many years ago. I have seen and been offered some garden parties, but they all been like black, navy, and canvas. And I really want one in a bright color to wear during the summertime. She goes, we don't have any garden parties. I was like, okay. And she goes, we don't have any bags. And I was like, before I could even ask for anything else, I wasn't asking for any more bags. I wasn't asking for Birkin, Kelly, or Constance. I know better. And I just said, okay, well, can I come in? I still want to look and see what you have. And she was like, okay. And she pulls back a little thing and she goes, you have 10 minutes. And I said, excuse me? She said, I have another appointment. You have 10 minutes. And I was like, oh, okay. So I look around and to the left was like the cosmetics, and then towards the left back wall was where the lady was trying on the bag. So I didn't go in that direction. On the right, there was like, I think like a baby or children's section. And so I asked her, where are your shoes? She was like, upstairs. So I said, okay, this is beautiful. They have this beautiful staircase in the middle of the store. So you walk up the staircase and I go towards the shoe section. I did see some other customers up there. I saw a couple, a man and his wife, it looked like, or a man and his girlfriend in the shoe section. They were sitting down. So I went to the wall where the shoes are, and they're like on a wall with a window, I think, if I recall correctly. And I was looking at a pair of shoes, and they had these like sneaker type shoes, and I went to pick up the shoes. She's like, can I help you? And I was like, I didn't even realize the lady was like right there behind me. She was like, can I help you? Like, and I said, just stopped. I didn't even pick up the tennis shoe. And I was like, oh, whoa. I said, well, I was just going to look at this shoe. And she was like, well, what can I help you with? And I was like, wow, okay, ma'am, calm down. I'm just going to look at the shoe. Now, my two girlfriends that were with me, they were looking like, what is going on? Why is this lady like, literally, I didn't understand so she was walking to the store, but like when I turned around, this lady was like right here. I didn't even know she was following me that closely. And I said, you know what? It's okay. I said, thank you for your time. I appreciate you and appreciate your time. And I looked at my watch and I said, oh, look, it only took 2 minutes. You can have the other 8 back. And I proceeded to walk myself out of the store. Now, I know that wasn't a drastic story, and I know there have been some people who've had some horror stories with Hermes, but I felt very uncomfortable. I felt like she didn't want me there. She didn't want to help me, and that she had better things to do. And because I felt that way, I didn't want to waste her time, and I didn't want to waste my time, because based on her attitude, I wouldn't be making a purchase with her. And so I decided to leave the store. That was my personal choice. I could have been a little bit more adamant, like I want to try on the shoes, but I got the vibe from this sales associate that we weren't going to vibe that day and we weren't going to connect. So it was time for me to go. And it, you know, I could have went to the one in the Bellagio, or I could have went to the one in the Wynn, but I just, you know, I was turned off. I wasn't turned off from Hermes, the brand, because I don't believe in like the cancel culture thing based on one experience. I was just turned off from that situation because I didn't want it to permeate and ruin my trip. So I did not understand why she was so rude, and I didn't appreciate her rudeness, and I didn't appreciate her disrespect. One thing I feel about things in general in life is I feel like I need to be respected, and I need to respect others. And I felt like she was very disrespectful to me and extremely nasty and rude. And so I left. Now moving on to something that is a little bit more controversial is, why do I think Hermes sales associates are so rude? Well, I think that they are rude because they are judgmental. I think most Hermes sales associates are about their time and about their business and about their money. And if you are going to waste their time, not be about business, or not make them any money, they don't want to deal with you. And it's not that you're not going to give them any of those things. It's their perception that you are not about their time, their money, and their business. And it's a bad place to come from because it's a very judgmental place. And I do think they judge people based on their appearance. So the day that I went into Hermes, I had on a black unitard, shorts, little set, a light jacket, a fanny pack, and some Puma sneakers that had like neon pink, green, yellow. It's just some comfortable sneakers. We're in Vegas. It's July. It's hot. I want to look cute, but I also want to be comfortable. We're walking the strip. We're taking Ubers. I wasn't dressing up to go up in Hermes just to look and do some shopping. I didn't have anything that I really wanted. I just wanted to go to Crystals, go to all the stores, and just shop and experience being in Vegas and shopping luxury in Vegas, because Vegas has some of the best luxury shopping. But I do think when you go into an Hermes boutique, they do look at what you wear. They look at your hair, they look at your makeup, look at your aesthetics, look at your shoes. I think they look at you and judge you based on what their perception of an Hermes client is. And I'm not going to say what I think an Hermes client is, because I don't know, because I've seen such a wide range of people who shop at Hermes. Like I said, I shopped in the DC boutique and I shopped in New York, and when I go in there, there's all kind of people in there, all kind of dresses. Like, I've gone in there in blue jeans and a t-shirt because I was going to a baseball game and had no issues, no problems. But in this boutique, I did feel an air of, you're not good enough. And that's something as a professional Black woman, and I'll tell you, I have a profession. I work for the government. I am a licensed attorney. I am a professional Black woman, but I don't wear a suit. I don't wear a dress. I don't wear heels. I don't dress as my profession everywhere I go. And I definitely don't do it when I go shopping. I do sometimes dress up when I go shopping because it's some kind of occasion. I'm going to buy me something, so I want to look pretty. I want to look cute, take some pictures, things of that nature. But I don't dress my profession to go in a store. And I think a lot of times because of that, I'm perceived as someone that is not good enough or worthy of that brand. That is the feeling I got in Hermes. That's the feeling that I have talked to other people who shop in Hermes, other professional Black women. I'm just speaking for myself. I'm not saying it's a race thing, but I do think demographics play a part in it. And when I say demographics, I'm not only talking about the color of your skin. It could be your sex. It could be your overall disposition, as in the way you carry yourself, your ethnicity, things of that nature. I feel like some Hermes sales associates have a stereotypical person or makeup of a person they feel is worthy of their brand, worthy of their time, worthy of their business. So thus they're going to put forth the effort to obtain their money, a financial gain. And I felt like that lady that day looked at me and looked at my friends and said, they're not for Hermes. Hermes is not for them, either way. And I say this because when we were in line, there was another lady that came up behind us, and she asked, how long is the wait? I would like to come in and shop. And the lady goes, well, do you have an appointment? Same question she asked me. And the lady says, no. Well, she said to her, well, we are only taking appointments. She was like, well, can I make an appointment? And she goes, sure. Well, can I make an appointment for today? Well, we don't have any appointments today. That was the sales associate's response. The lady sitting at the door. And the lady said, well, can I make an appointment for tomorrow? Well, she says, well, what you need to do is go online and make an appointment. And the lady goes, okay, great. Do I go to your Hermes website? How do I make an appointment online? The lady told her, Google Hermes to make an appointment. And I was like, wow, that was so rude and out of order. Like, obviously this lady knows how to Google Hermes or go to the website. She just said, well, do I go to the website to make an appointment? She didn't offer her a card. She didn't offer instructions. She told her to Google Hermes to make an appointment, knowing that is not the way you make an appointment at Hermes. And I will say the difference between me and that lady, and why me and my group, my two friends, got in Hermes is because we had bags from Chanel, we had bags from Louis Vuitton, and we had bags from Versace. And I feel like even at least the lady at the door realized, okay, they are shopping, they are spending money, and we were worthy enough to come into the store. But I think she judged the other lady and said, not today. You're not coming in our store today. You're not getting any help today. Bye-bye. Check Google. And that's just absolutely horrible. I feel like these brands probably need to get some type of training on basic customer service and sensitivity training so that you understand that no matter what, and I understand you're in the business of making money, selling goods, but you are also in the service business. In order to sell those goods, you have to provide a service to the person that comes in the store. You have to treat them with a level of courtesy and respect for them to make that purchase, to have that business transaction. And I feel like a lot of these sales associates forget that customer service part. They're so focused on the business part. And some of it may not even be their own fault. Some of it may be the business model of the brand. Maybe the business model of the brand drives them to a point where, like, oh, I have to hit a commission goal. So I don't have time for someone I perceive is not going to help me in that, obtain that goal, for someone who's not going to probably make a huge purchase, for somebody that's not going to build a relationship with me and come buy things over and over for me. So I'm automatically checking that person off the list, and I'm not going to help them. And that's really bad. And I do think, based on your demographics, you may not fit the stereotype or fit the mold for that brand or for that sales associate, and you may be treated very nasty and very rudely because of it. And it's absolutely out of order, and it's absolutely wrong. And they got to do better. Okay, now for the third part, what should you do? And I know this video is getting kind of long and rambly, so I'm going to try to wrap it up here. Obviously, in my situation, I didn't want to ruin my trip. I could tell that my friends that were with me were kind of agitated and didn't like the way the lady was treating me, and they were feeling a certain kind of way and feeling uncomfortable. So I chucked the deuces and I left. And that's always an option. But I don't believe in cancel culture because of one experience. Like, if you are really interested in shopping at Hermes, you want to build a relationship with a sales associate, you can get a Birkin, Kelly, Constance, or whatever, or you just like the brand and really want to purchase it, I don't believe in letting one person stop your show. So that's like whole cancel culture. I'm done with Hermes. Goodbye, Chanel. Goodbye, Louis Vuitton. I'm done with you. I don't believe in all that. You should not let someone else take from you what you want and what makes you happy. So if you desire to have a relationship with a sales associate so you can obtain a Birkin or Kelly, you should not let somebody's nasty attitude, rudeness, keep you from doing that. Find another sales associate. Ask to speak to the manager. Go to another store. Do whatever you can, but your option should not be to say goodbye, forget it. If it's something that's if it's something you want. Now, if you don't care, you're just like me and you're kind of like, I want a garden party, but I ain't got to have a garden party, then sure, walk out, come back. I'm going to shop at Hermes again. I'll probably be there in the next month or so. I'll be at the one in DC, but I'm not saying that, it's right and you shouldn't reward bad behavior, but you also shouldn't penalize yourself for someone treating you bad. So find another way. Maybe it's not today, maybe it's not that day, but it will be someday. So find another way to get what you want. Never give up on something that you've worked hard for, that you've earned, that you want to treat yourself to, that you deserve. If you deserve that and your way to get it is by going to a store and buying what you want, because these things make us happy. That's why we buy them. That's why we purchase them. That's why we carry them. That's why we put them on. They make us happy. They make us feel good. And you should never let somebody's rude attitude, rude attitude, keep you from getting what is going to make you happy. Don't cancel the brand unless it's like a really, really bad situation. But still, don't cancel a brand. Don't cancel your goal. Don't cancel your dream of owning whatever it is you want to own. Just find another way. There's always another day. There's always another sales associate to help you. Just find another way. Woo! I know that was a lot we talked about. There was a lot there to unpack, but please do so in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think about rude sales associates, especially at Hermes. Let me know if you've had any experiences with some nasty, rude sales associates. Let's talk about it in the comment section down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're going to enjoy this new series on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next video, be safe and be happy. Bye now.